Yo, nephew, hand me that Barstool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. Fresh and clean.
Welcome to 21st in Prime with my co-host, who's the most, Jamie Dukes. Sponsored by Heineken 0.0. Zero alcohol, only 69 calories, and I like it. How about that?
And why do you like it, Coach? When you think about,
Because there's no alcohol.
No alcohol, number one, okay.
69 calories,
Right.
I stay lean and mean.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep that.
Do you feel like you're kind of relevant? Because because you've been missing something, if you would, a part of that all of your life. All your buddies are Nipseys. Pretty much.
True. And other things. And other things.
Well, we already talked about that on last week's show. Coach, we normally don't start this way. And last month was Women's History Month.
I catch you.
And, we talk about the history of women and, more importantly, rights and where we are now. And, some of the problems are, women's salaries are, 17% lower than men, which makes no sense. But there's a young lady, and Bukers, I believe is her name.
She ain't no joke.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude, let me tell you something, man.
Oh, my
This
goodness.
young lady arguably, would be the number one pick in the WNBA draft right now.
So, Coach, let me ask you this question. The WNBA, I think you have to wait a certain period of time.
Mm-hmm. I believe it's maybe 3 years.
3 years. So
It's not right.
Right. And so
because the men don't have to
this
wait.
is right.
And I don't know if it was Lisa Leslie, God bless, I love her to life, or someone else posted a picture of the NCAA championships in the weight room that they set up for the men. And then they had this little minute, if that's the correct word.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, weight room for the women that was just crazy. Yeah. Like, hey, come on now, come on. It wasn't even right. So if you're gonna allow the men to leave after a year, you should allow the women
absolutely
to leave after a year.
Absolutely.
Because it don't make no sense when she's it. She's it. And she got to wait 3 years, man.
Yeah.
That don't make sense at all. Yeah. That rule should be changed.
By the way, congratulations, Jackson State women's basketball team.
Yep.
They won their SWAC tournament. Again.
Yep.
And Coach, she's a special coach, by the way.
Coach Reed is I hope we keep her.
It's going to be hard because to keep her. She's good.
Everybody should be wanting her because I've seen her work in close proximity. She's a coach. I mean, a real coach, number one. But then she's a mother. She's a caretaker. She challenged those girls, but she loves them at the same. So she know the fine line to push. And she's really good at what she's do. Won back-to-back SWAC championships. So she gets another ring that she gets to show off to me. Yeah. And I love her to life. But
and the thing about what I love about her, though, she will show it to you, too.
Yeah,
hey, Coach.
100.
How you doing?
100.
How's it going, Coach?
Well, her stunt factor is there.
Yeah.
Her stunt factor is relevant.
Yeah.
But the girls love her and they respect her. But she is really good. So it's going to be tough to keep her.
Speaking of love, let's move on and talk about Leonard Fournette, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think was the last piece of the defending champions team who signed back. So now I think on offense, everybody is back.
And on defense. I seen that last night.
Okay.
Everybody on offense, all the starters.
Right.
And all the starters on defense. When is that done?
It's never happened. So now,
what you say? You seen something you weren't supposed to see.
Well, somebody fishing. Yeah.
That's
fish.
Monk.
Yeah, Monk going
like,
fishing.
Like you seen a brother on the property.
Well, there was that too.
I saw your eyes light up. Then I saw it in the mirror. Like, hey, what you saw? You had to call somebody. Hey, somebody take care of that.
Hey, but you won multiple Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple. What is that? What? How does that play out? I mean,
that's never done.
Right.
Because a lot of people will leave and go get the bag. Because when you're with a winner, everybody looks better.
Right.
And a lot.
Everybody get paid too.
Yeah.
You know, so you go
Not
get that money.
by the
Right,
team.
the other teams. That's why you
Yeah.
always get pilfered.
That's
Yeah.
right. Pilfered.
Yeah.
I never heard that word.
Pilfered, yes.
What? Explain
Pilfered means right there. You see it right there? Mm-hmm. Pilfered means steal, rob. Somebody pilfers your. You've been a victim of being pilfered a couple of times.
No, I was seduced. I was seduced.
No, this is the boombox and the boombox that in your truck at the hotel.
That's not pilfered. Somebody stole that.
That's pilfered means.
Pilfered means stealing?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't use pilfered for that.
It was just
I would use hood stuff.
yeah.
They didn't know it was mine. That was hood stuff,
But
man.
it still was
But
pilfered.
hood stuff brought it back.
No. That's where hood stuff is. No, it's street cred brought it back.
No. Street connectivity brought it back.
So do you? Is it?
That's unbelievable.
Because it's not that simple. But one thing you told me, I remember after the first Super Bowl, we've talked about this over the years. The problem with repeating has to do with it's not Tom Brady, it's not this guy, it's the other guy.
The support staff, the support guys, the kicker, the holder, the long snapper, the R5s and L5s on the kickoff team, the flyer on the punt team. Those guys, the nickelback that plays a valuable role, but for the outward man, he's not looked upon as a real necessity, but we know he is. And oftentimes that guy is pilfered, right? He's taken, he's assumed from someone else, and now you're not as strong as you once were because you didn't think he meant that much, but you know deep down he did.
If with all the guys coming back, do you feel repeat probably happens?
Well, with time, all things are possible.
That's good.
I hate to use that in the biblical sense. Hey, man, Tom is Tom, dog. Tom is Tom. I love him. I love him on the field. I love him off the field. I love who he is, what he is, how he is, even when the camera's not rolling. I love that dude, man.
Because, the point I made, and by the way, it was so great earlier in the week we caught up with Nate Newton, like I said, my homeboy.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. The second, yes. And, we were talking about, this, because it's hard to repeat.
It's hard to repeat.
It's hard to repeat.
In this day and time, it's really hard to repeat.
Yeah, and that's why I was telling you, I believe the same two teams are going to be there. I just think that the outcome is going to be. Because, see, I don't see anybody touching Kansas City. With what they do.
I do.
Who?
I do.
Buffalo's going to be in the mix.
Buffalo's going to be in the mix.
People in Tennessee are tough enough.
Let me tell you something. Baltimore, they got to advance their offense. But what they're doing and bringing Sammy Watkins over there, I like that, man. I like that. You don't understand the role that Sammy plays and played with KC.
So let me ask you this. Is it, okay, I'm going to ask you about that. Is it Sammy Watkins or Sam Watkins at this point in his career?
It's Sammy.
It is still Sammy.
Sammy still got that Sammy. He got that Sammy. Especially with that receiving core. Because they didn't have a one.
What core? You mean
You're right. They don't have a one. Sammy could be that go-to guy that can move change that's going to help those other guys be who they truly are, accessories.
Another big move, sometimes there are moves that people don't really kind of pay attention to. There's a name involved, but they don't understand why this all makes sense. Action Jackson signs with the Rams.
I like that.
That may be one of the key big offseason because they got a guy now with the arm who can get it there.
You got to stay healthy, man.
True.
When we talked about Jack, man, D-Jack, he just has to stay healthy. He's still a threat. He's still a guy that got that fire in him, got that passion.
I don't know.
He has to stay healthy.
I don't. It's like I don't wish on anybody. It just seems like once you have that problem with holding your body together, and you went through this.
Yeah.
You went through this. When you got to that point of holding your body together,
it's hard.
You could never hold it all together. That didn't mean you couldn't be out in the field and couldn't play, but it's between hard. Your ears.
Yeah.
I remember, this is a true story. My last years, 2 years really, in Arizona and Green Bay, I was wrapped or something all the way down. There was nothing that was not with tape or something because I couldn't hold it together. I couldn't keep my hamstrings from pulling, quads from, I know part of that was lifestyle, too much Nipsey.
It's probably the
Oh, there was no question.
curriculum.
That's what one of the ex-wives said that I have to say was probably true about me was, if you hadn't done so much, that lifestyle, that drinking, maybe you'd have played longer.
Was that before you went to court? Or that was in the testimony of court?
That was before I went to court.
Okay.
That was before I went to
So
court.
she cared about.
She cared then because it was still in the revenue streams. Then they were still, they was just wondering
We ain't no
opportunities
good.
lost.
We ain't no good
with the revenue.
Yeah, with the revenue.
We
It's
could
the revenue sharing.
Yeah. You could have stacked it up a little higher had you not been drinking and partying.
And I could have got more.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to break now. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
I got to go to break now because I got to regroup off of that comment right there.
Matter of fact, I think your attorney's called. We'll be right back after this message.
Thank you.
Barstool Sports, baby.
Professor Dukes here. You got to check out lightboxer.com. First of all, log on to lightboxer.com/prime. That's lightboxer.com/prime. Get $100 off this amazing offer. What is Lightboxer? Basically what it is intelligent boxing using light, using music, using sound. Imagine 6 targets using 200 plus LED lights, and it's giving you an aerobic, incredible workout. So what we want you to do is log on to lightboxer.com/prime and check out this amazing technology. It's time to get in shape, and Lightboxer is the way to go. Welcome back to 21st Prime. Time for a little NBA beat, Coach.
Let's do it.
And all the talk, trade deadline came and went. Most people focused thinking that Kyle Lowry, because he doesn't have a contract, had seen his last days with Toronto, and Toronto, for whatever reason, decided to hang on to him. Now,
Did they decide to hang on to him, or they couldn't get what they wanted? Which one?
Coach, that's a good question.
That's a great question.
But okay, so I guess my question would be is,
I like Lowry.
I do too.
I think he's.
He reminds me of? He's a little round, I like the little non-athletic dudes because I just vicariously live through those short, little
You mean
fat,
the way he's built?
Stubby, a little stubby.
You know what, dog? It seems like that on the court, but he's not.
Fat, right.
He's not.
But when you compare it to those lean guys, that's what it looks
They got
like.
a bunch of greyhounds.
That's just like the bearded one. Harden. He looks as chunky as, and he's not fat, but he just.
I think when he was trying to get out of Houston, I think he was wearing a fat suit, dog, because he got real slim. Didn't he? Once he got to Brooklyn, he got real slim.
Yeah.
The first day.
Yeah.
I really do think he was wearing a fat suit. Yeah,
that's what happened.
I really did.
LeBron's down. And there's 2 questions with this about him, but I'm going to start with this part of it. He's making a case that he should be.
Dog, he makes a case every year. Why is he not in the talks every year?
Well, the difference being, you went over someplace to become Robin.
Right.
That's different. He was always Batman in Houston, and now he comes to a new place to be Robin.
I'm proud of him, man, because I diagnosed the whole situation wrong. He played himself out of Houston. I don't like the way that went down, truly. We were only in it. But the guy that showed up in Brooklyn is Atlas, because he's digressed for the progress. Like, if I got to be the guy who initiate everything,
10 or 12 or something like that.
If I got to run the point, get your shot, I get mine. Don't worry about me. I get mine. But like when KD come back, I can't wait to see how all this fits. KD is Batman. Okay, now everything goes through that. Then everybody get theirs after that. I just hope that Kyrie understands that philosophy. But I'm sick of your guy from Milwaukee, the MVP. I'm tired of that. I'm sick of that.
But they're on a hot run.
Yeah, but I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that.
He's averaging 9 dimes a game over the last.
I'm sick of that because it don't play out well.
Yeah.
Let's pick the MVPs after it's all said and done. I'm sick of that. That's over. That's over.
But you still believe in the team, though.
No, I don't.
You still don't believe? Okay, you don't.
No, I don't.
So coming out of the East,
I just laid in my comfortable bed last night and watched Boston beat the brakes off of them. Boston, who's not playing
Struggling.
500 basketball, beat them handedly.
But then they slap them.
True. True.
But let's okay, two guys. The best two players on earth, basketball players. My
KD,
opinion,
LeBron.
Right.
Okay.
Both injured. KD concerns me because it goes back to the conversation we had about Action Jackson.
You don't concern me. You know
He's
why it don't
20
concern me?
something
You know why it don't concern me?
Okay.
Because I know they coming back, both parties, and I know they're gonna be in it. Both teams are going to playoffs, and that's all they want to do is get in the dance.
Well, see, LeBron,
KD's preserving himself. Lasagna. You home?
Wait. See, LeBron and KD to me are two different equations. Excuse me. KD can't stay healthy.
Yes, he can. I think if he had to play, he would play right now. Right now, you good. You good. You don't have to force nothing right now. You good. You got a dog.
Are you going to have? But it's okay. Let me
You
ask
got a dog. You
let me
got
ask-
two
let me
dogs.
ask you this way: is he going to have to be put on a pitch count forever
No.
for the rest of his career?
No.
Have we?
This year, he needs to be on the count because they're going to get to the playoffs. Now, when the playoffs come on, be KD. That's all we want. We don't need you right now, dog. We good. We straight. We got this thing on autopilot. We good. Now, when it's time to be you, be you.
So you're telling me, looking at those two situations, there is no part of you, someone who has been a KD or a LeBron, that says in the back of your mind, there's trouble with KD. You feel his health will return, and
Yes.
and we won't even be
This
talking
year's
about.
the only little shaky year because you got to monitor it. Because he's probably going, hey man, let me go do my thing. And they saying, hey, no, we good right now. Just get all the way healthy because we're gonna need you for this run. We don't need you right now. We're gonna need you for this run.
Can either one of them, in your mind, having missed, because LeBron, I think, should, if nothing else, miss 15, 20 games, if that's what it takes to get that high ankle thing right. Could they be an MVP if they come back and make a run late?
Yes.
So it doesn't matter to you.
Because it's the most valuable. So you're gonna see the value. Okay, forget KD. He's not gonna be in the race because you got heart.
Too many games. Well, it's too many games he's
Well,
missed.
you got heart. But LeBron, you seeing what he means to not only his team, the league, when he's out. When he comes back, he's going to resume it to where he once was, and that's being the dog, the alpha. That's who he is in the league. I don't even want to watch the Lakers when LeBron.
Oh,
play.
no.
I don't even want to watch.
Why?
Even if AD play, I don't even want to watch him. I don't. Because I ain't getting what I want. Give me what I want. If I'm gonna sit at home and give you my attention and my focus and my time, man, give me what I want. I can't believe, especially when you need buckets, you got somebody like Jamal Crawford at the crib.
Right.
Dog.
Right.
You need buckets.
Right.
You need sure buckets. Who else is a sure bucket than that?
It's funny you say that because last question, we go to break, and it's perplexing to me why he's not playing. Honestly, because I agree with you. He can drop 20 on anybody.
Jay Crossover, man. If you out there, man, I love you, bro. He's a good dude on and off the court. It is just buckets, man.
But why would
I have no idea.
Why would the Clippers not bring him back? Why would?
Well, the Clippers ain't doing it. I mean, when you
No.
when
Hey,
you
wait,
just
wait,
let
wait,
your
wait,
will
wait.
go, why would you do that?
What did you complain about earlier in the week? You talked about they got rid of Lou Williams.
Right.
You tell me a dude that's available right now who could. He's the only guy I can say could probably do more than that. I'm not saying that Lou might, but they're, to me, they're equals when it comes to that.
I take that.
Right.
I take that.
Right. So to me, to fill that void, if he's available and wants to play, and you know he's in shape,
Yeah.
because he's gonna be in shape till he's
Right now.
57.
Right now.
Yeah.
Killing somebody.
Why would you not?
I have no idea, man.
When we come back, we're gonna have introduce a new saying.
What is it called?
Hold on, player.
I remember Hold On.
You've been doing that for years.
Hold
This is
on,
Hold
player.
on, player.
Hold on, player.
on, player. Remember, catch us wherever you catch your podcast.
Did you forget in the middle?
Well, I was going to say they told me not to do swipe up anymore.
Okay.
Because we stopped swiping.
Because I do that sometimes.
You had
I'm
so
getting old.
you had so
Like-
much. You had so much gear They said we can't swipe up.
We can
like
swipe
the shirt.
up.
Matter of fact, could you debut the shirt?
I like
This is a
this.
new one. This is a new joint.
Yep. Barstools. Barstools, I think I got the initials on the
Your
back.
name is on the back.
On the back,
and
and signature.
then 21 right there. But go
21
ahead.
reasons.
Spotify, YouTube, catch us there, and also anywhere else you would download.
I have to write stuff down because I forget.
I do all the time.
Like during the
That's why
game,
I
I
keep
write
it.
stuff. I always wonder what other coaches write down during the game because I know what I write down.
What do you write down?
Get him out the game. Like, I'm serious.
I was just thinking about your kicker. Your kicker guy.
Leave my kickers alone. Kickers need love.
Special teams look good, but
They did.
them kickers,
They
man.
did. Special teams turned that thing
I
around.
love your special teams coach too. You know why I love him? Because he cares.
He's anointed to cuss.
Well, there's that, but I mean, but he cares.
I mean, good cussing, like that old school.
That
cussing.
old dog cussing. They call that dog
Not
cussing.
dog cussing, but he cussed from the feet.
Okay.
He pulled that thing.
He
up. He feel
it
it.
well up in him.
Yeah.
You got it anointed.
Like the kids should remember that cuss word that when they get in the
Your
cafeteria.
linebacker coach seems like he's the most anointed in that area.
No, he is anointed, but
Okay.
our Coach Ricard is anointed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then your wide receiver coach is
Oh, Jay
he's
Phil
like
is
no
just
other.
anointed too. That's Joe Jackson. That's Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson don't play, man.
When we come back, hold on, play.
Always in the game, never ever on the sideline.
Welcome back to 21st in Prime. We're introducing a new segment called Hold On, Player.
What's the genesis of hold on, play, coach?
When you're going too far,
Okay.
you've outpunted your coverage team,
Okay.
and you got sideways, and we got to stop you because you about to wreck, you about to crash, you about to endanger yourself. So we just want to say, hey, hold on, player.
I sent you some pictures. That's what I was trying to say in the airport. You know, lady brings a dog on the plane. It's the size of Rin Tin Tin, and she's 65 pounds. You know, and some of the tights and some of the stuff, the
Dog,
basketball.
it's something about you and them tights, though.
I love tights.
I see.
Yeah, why not? But I don't like tights abuse. I saw a girl the other day. So let me ask you this. Okay, get the tight shot on his face when I describe this. So, Dion, imagine if you saw me with a pair of shorts and a halter top and a little crop jacket, small little James West, you know, Wild Wild West. That's my favorite show, by the way. You ever watched the Wild Wild West? Oh my gosh.
I've gone smoked that.
Yeah. Oh no, not bad.
Bonanza.
Not bad. Yeah, but Wild Wild
Little
West, he
House
had
on
all
the
the
Prairie.
gadgets. Yeah, it was too corny for me, too slow. But imagine me with
You just
a
saying that because there ain't no black folks on it.
That's true. Halter top, little vest,
You in
and,
halter top. I don't want to see
and
you
my
like that.
stomach out.
But I don't want to see you.
That's what I saw the other day. That's why I was gonna tell the girl.
Yeah, but somebody told her she hidden. That's what you forget.
No, she might have told herself.
No, y'all forgetting that it was some dude at home right now.
You look good in that,
Can't
baby.
wait till she
You
get
can't
back.
have belly hanging
No,
out like.
dog.
Oh, come on, dog.
Somebody. First of all,
Okay.
do you agree that there's somebody for everybody?
I do. I really believe that.
Okay.
I believe
so
that.
how could you not understand that there's some dude sitting at home right there, waiting on her to get back?
Okay.
Can't wait. Vacuuming the house right now. Putting a Glade deodorizer, spraying it all around, and making a bologna and cheese sandwich with extra mayonnaise for her.
No.
How?
Because just because God made, and you know this to be true, made somebody for everybody, that don't mean they're already connected.
What you mean connected?
In other words, they might be by themselves making bad decisions.
True. But somebody you don't think somebody told a girl you hidden? Girl, you hidden?
You can't have that hanging over the belt like that.
You think
you
she
can't have
just-
that, and it was in the airport.
Somebody told her, girl,
That could be one of her girlfriends too.
you hidden.
That could be one of her girlfriends told her, "You look good in that." That was a lie.
Right.
Let me give you my hold on play. Quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, Latimer. You know this kid? I
Yep.
think it's safety. Is he
Know him
safety
well.
now? Dog. He got arrested the other day for carrying a firearm
Where?
Without being, I don't know, was it New Orleans or someplace? I think maybe it was in Louisiana, wherever. I'm not sure exactly where it was. Now, I didn't have a problem with the firearm piece because you got to protect yourself. It's rough. It's an arsenal here. I mean, the room. I mean,
play it at your own risk.
But dog,
dog.
Here's the whole on player. The gun was stolen. Stolen. Come on, you can't be that stupid. Okay, good. I get not having a license.
He didn't know the gun was stolen.
That's the point. That's the whole point. Hold on, player. You got to know, if you're going to get a weapon, you need to know the history.
It's got to be registered to you.
Right.
True.
Because what if there's 3 deaths? What is 3 deaths on that?
I'm blaming a homie on that right now.
Right. Well,
one of the homies gave him that gun.
I call him Pookie.
One of the homies gave him that gun. Because they ain't nobody that crazy.
But
it's not right.
Everybody has to think.
Accountability.
Yes. But he's the ultimate because it's his brand.
I'm trying to figure out, why did they check him?
Things happen.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know where he was.
I'm not blaming the police,
Yeah,
but I'm saying, why would you even have a check that they would find a firearm?
Well, sometimes they leave them in bags, which I understand more now. I used to always say, well, how can you be caught at the airport with a thing in your bag? But I can.
You forgot.
You forgot. No. And I get it. Took me a while because it was like, they said don't bring no guns on the plane. So you should always know where your firearm is.
True.
Or firearms are. If you're packing, you're always thinking just like your car keys. In your wallet. You always know where you're packing, how to get to, under the seat, on the side. You always know that.
We need to do away with car keys too, man. Because they're being
close.
lost. I'm serious. Like, I don't like house keys. I like codes. I don't like that because you lose them.
First of all,
when the last time you had a house key? I can't stand a house. I don't know when the last time I had a house key.
Well, you give key pads for that. But for those of you who don't know, and this is the only person I know, when you go into a Sanders vehicle, what's the first thing you see in the Sanders vehicle?
The keys. And
in the vehicle.
In the vehicle.
In the neighborhoods I go in, they don't leave the keys.
I'm on my own property.
All I said.
If you come out here to steal, you ain't gonna make it to the gate. It's about a mile. You're not gonna make it to the gate. I promise you're not gonna make it to the gate. I promise you that.
It is a mile.
Yeah, it's a mile.
1.1 to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked it.
Yeah.
Your whole on play, and then we're gonna go
Patrick
word of the day.
Peterson, formerly of the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
Apparently, they couldn't afford him to keep him.
Oh, really?
Now he's a mainstay. He's face of your program. I'm sorry, I'm thinking college.
Right.
The face of your organization. Leader. Great leader.
Say that leader part again.
Leader, captain.
Got the C on his chest.
C on your chest, and you didn't have enough money to retain him, but you got enough money to bring J.J. Watt in, whom I love J.J. Watt, by the way,
I know you do.
but you just established his statistics.
Right,
Can you reestablish those statistics over the last
He's
couple years?
He's had 9 sacks over the last 2 years. He's missed, I think, 30 games in the last 3 years.
Okay, so you decide how would that enhance your team chemistry when you decide to bring someone in from the outside who may be on their last leg, and you have someone in-house.
No, he's on his last leg for sure.
But you had someone in-house that has been your team captain and leader for a multitude of years that would have loved to retire a Cardinal. How does that help establish your chemistry on your team? I don't get that. That's a hold-on player to me.
Yeah. No, it ain't making no sense to me.
Now, fans don't understand, where's the loyalty? But you want us to be loyal when it's time for us to go for a contract or something, but there's no loyalty from the team.
Well, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
What you mean?
Larry
who?
Fitzgerald. Life's been good for Larry.
But Larry looks like a darn Cardinal. Larry is a Cardinal. When you think of an Arizona Cardinal, this joker look like a Cardinal. Larry Fitzgerald, and that's not bad. No. There's no insult to Larry because I love Larry. That's with Eugene and my man. I love Larry.
Yes.
But Larry, man, has been. When someone feeds a stepchild so long, they say, man, you don't fed that kid so long, they start to look like you.
Right.
No, that ain't yours. That's how Larry is. Carter's been feeding him so long, he started to look like a darn Cardinal. I love me some Larry Fitzgerald, man.
When we come back, time for the word of the day.
Hold on, player.
One of a kind, prime time is the GOAT.
Welcome back, 21st and Prime. Word of the day. I have to admit to you, a little confused because I see two sides, a two-way path with this word of the day, and I'm gonna start right with it. What you condone, Coach, you have not condemned.
What you allow to transpire in your life, you're putting up with it. You can't get mad when it establishes itself, when it shows its face, because you're not allowing it. You have not condemned it. Therefore, you're condoning it.
Mm-hmm. So bad relationships, situations.
Yeah, you're allowing that. You're allowing that to happen. So when it shows its face, how can you get upset?
There's certain things that you must condemn. I'm gonna stop there and I'm gonna read it back again.
There's certain things that you must condemn. There's certain things in life that you got to get rid of. You got to exit. You got to eliminate. You got to discharge, disconnect with. You got to banish those things.
Because again, when I hear it, when I see him, I see it too.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on where people are, they could be talking about different things. I see it in relationships.
That's right.
So that's what I'm hearing as you're talking about this. There's certain things,
bad habits.
Okay.
There could be bad habits as well.
There's certain things that you must condemn for you to advance,
If you
elevate.
If you don't get rid of, just take. If you don't get rid of you being tardy,
Okay.
how can you advance?
Jamie, did you hear that? Quit being tardy in class.
Being
Go ahead.
tardy. You're not going to ever come up. Elevate means come up, to rise. You're not going to ever come up. What's the next word?
Stop. Well, that was it. Or rise. It was
rise.
Advance, elevate, or rise. Stop overlooking the obvious.
You start. There where that pile of clothes or dirty laundry is right there. How you gonna step right over it? Then get mad when ain't nothing clean? That's the obvious. Clean it. Wash it. Take care of it.
Stop overlooking the obvious and deal with those things that can cause dysfunction.
Oh Lord, that speaks of itself. Dysfunction.
Separation. And division.
Separation. Division. See, I'm talking team now. Because anything in life that's profound and prolific, it's done with others. I'm talking team. It's not done alone. I'm talking team.
Those things you tolerate will be the reason you won't elevate.
That's, oh God. Boy. Yeah, bring the church in. Bring the church in.
I'll have to join you with that one.
There you go.
Get my shout on with that.
That's a shout right there.
Handle it. Handle it.
Handle it.
Handle it.
Handle it. Deal with it. Confront it. Focus on it. Make it happen. Change it right now. That means handle it.
That's going to do it for this edition of 21st.
That's a
Prime.
word.
Remember,
That's
when
a
you
word.
see the merch, click on the links so you can get beautiful. There's so much stuff you got up there, Coach. It's just
21 reasons.
21. Well, you did 20. You came out with 21 things, and it's just kind of we might be working on 2,100 different pieces of apparel before it's all said and done.
I love it, and we're steady building.
We appreciate you tuning in.
We love you.
We are steady building. Tell your friends. Catch us on our YouTube channel.
Tell your mom and them too.
Tell mom and them. Tell mom
Auntie.
and them. Yes. Also Spotify, YouTube, wherever
Grandma
you
too.
catch.
Because grandma about 40 now.
Yes.
Grandma ain't old no more like grandma used to be.
Yeah.
Grandma
Nana
starting early.
Nana, yeah. And Nana have a belly out.
You need to stop. Dog, stop. Now, somebody's waiting on Nana. Somebody said, text Nana. I can't wait. You get here, girl. Wear that halter top. You know that one I like. She talking about that one you like when I tied up in the front.
You about to say goodbye.
That one right there. Hey, shout out to my man Curran. Curran, I love Curran. All right, comedian. I think is he from the Jack? Aaron from the Jacksonville?
Well, we got to get him on.
Jackson, Mississippi.
We got to have the Kirk come on.
He got to come on.
We got to get him on. Let's get him.
We're getting him on. We're getting him on. You know what? I'm calling next week.
Okay, we're gonna do that next week. Appreciate you joining us.
You know what it is, and for what it's worth, you can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time.